Kaiming, interesting story that I had the other day.
Yeah.
Client came in. She had moving into a bigger home, beautiful lawn, all ready to go. She's moving out from her smaller home that she sold. And, we had everything set up, but she's heard that there's some changes happening at the Reserve Bank. She wanted to put a brake on everything, right?
Yeah.
In the end, though, we got a good solution for her that gives her certainty. We locked the rates in, but it gives her certainty and ability to drop if changes happen before she settles into the new home.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was good, but it does always bring up this conversation around what is the relationship between the central bank rate.
Yeah.
So, you've put this beautiful graph together. What is this? Tell me about it.
I think it just basically explain the relationship between the RBNZ cash rate and all the fixed rate. And by the way, the 1 year, 2 year, all the interest rate are the discounted rate we get for our client.
That we've seen as a team.
Yes.
Over the last 2 years. So that's what this represents.
Yes.
The central bank rates is this red line.
Yes.
Right.
It's been increasing over the last few years, but until recent few months, it's getting stabilized.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we can see the bank's fixed rate hasn't been stabilized for a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think the interesting thing here is that you pointed out before is the 5-year fixed rate.
Yeah.
It's actually...
it's higher than the 3 years or even 1 year for a while. And now it goes back to the lowest rate, which is kind of like
it's got a lot.
Yeah. It match the people's expectation in the long term. Yeah.
And I think, look, that's a nice thing, although hardly anyone likes to take this long-term rate.
True.
Incidentally, this here, guess what that is? So this is another good point, is that sometimes, even as the OCR is moving up, competition and the wholesale margin, sometimes banks want to just grow their market share and they'll give up some of the margin. And that was an amazing rate. I think it was BNZ at the time. They came up with a 4.99 or something. Just crazy rate. Could it happen again, Kaiming? Could something like that, a game-changing rate, come out?
Yeah, probably. But just to be aware, that discounted rate only happens once over the last 2 years.
Yeah, that crazy thing.
Yeah, that's really crazy.
Although sometimes, like right now, what we're seeing is expectation that the OCR could jump. But in the last few weeks, we have actually seen some of these fixed rates coming back down a little bit.
The trend is getting changes right now. But
look, I think if you do want a copy of this graph, and this is just a very rough guesstimate of what we've seen over the last 2 years, and it is also, comment if this is on social media, this clip, comment below, and we can get that graph, that graph over to you somehow. Cool. Well, thank you for that, Kaiming. I think that's been insightful. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Yeah.